So it's pretty obvious that the markets are waiting for the earnings coming out after market hours. We have Google, we have AMD, we have Starbucks, PayPal, a couple of other ones as well. So we have to break down how the markets have been doing as it's currently 3 p.m. on the East Coast. And we also have to break down some other stocks, small caps, that have been doing very well these past couple of days. So hit the like button, subscribe. Make sure you guys join my Patreon link down below and get yourself 5 stocks from Moo. All you have to do is use that link down below, deposit $100, and you guys get up to 5 stocks, each of which could be valued up to $3,500. So let's get into it, guys. Right now, SPY is currently sitting up 0.1%. We have the NASDAQ 100 sitting down about 0.3 roughly, and we have the Dow up 0.2 as the Russell's up about 0.4. So small caps today so far as we're just entering power hour right now. Small caps have been running. We have the Russell testing the high point from, I believe this was last week, which was right around 2,040, 2,050 points. You guys can see we tested that earlier today. We failed at that point. Look at the intraday chart. You all can see that. And now we're trading at about 2,037. So in the very short term for the Russell, we got to be watching 2,050. And honestly, I'm going to be looking heavily at the 20-day chart as we're still under, again, that 2850 resistance and the 180 moving average on this time frame. So keep your eyes on that for the Russell. For Triple Q, you guys can see we are breaking out on the 20-day chart, but on the 4-hour chart, we're still under a key 180 moving average, and obviously we have Google reporting, we have Amazon later, we've gotten other big tech names that have already reported, so these are going to be moving Triple Q, and probably after we get Google, it's going to be pretty volatile after hours and probably tomorrow, and honestly, for the rest of this week. So keep your eyes on about 365, 370 for Triple Q. And going back to SPY, of course, we got to be watching 448, which is what we're holding above right now. SPY's actually above 450 right now, so that's a pretty good sign. But on the downside, like I've said before, I'll say it again, if SPY breaks under 448, this is probably going to fill the gap down to about 440 to 441. So overall, the markets, you can tell there's not a crazy move in either direction. The VIX is down about 6%, so volatility has come down in a major way today. We have the metals up a little bit. Gold's up 0.1, silver's up 0.7. So people are waiting. It's kind of like the calm before the storm in a sense here because we have Google, AMD, Starbucks, PayPal, a lot of big companies reporting later on today. So let's talk about some small caps right now before we take a look at how the big caps, mega caps, whatever you want to call them, how they're performing, right? So number one is SoFi. This is one that I've traded a lot over the past year, countless of times. I mean, you guys in my Patreon know, but I couldn't even tell you how many times I've traded it, a lot of times. And at this point in time, it's rallied a lot. Today alone, it's back up over $13. It's up 4.5%. And just in the past couple of days, literally 3 days, including today, it is up from $10.50 to almost $13.50. So it is up in just 3 days, almost 30%, up almost $3. And what we're noticing here is it's still downtrending, guys. It's still downtrending. It's under the main moving average on the 20-day chart. You guys can see on the 4-hour chart, we're under the main 180 moving average as well. Clearly still on a downtrend. So I don't want to be like, oh, don't go and touch SoFi, don't do this, don't do that, because I'm not a financial advisor. I can't tell you what to do. But I'm just saying, be a bit cautious here, considering it's up 30% in 3 days. It's ran up a lot. If you bought at 10-11 as a trade and you're getting you're getting greedy right now, maybe now's the time to trim a little bit, lock in profits, and move on. I'm not telling you what to do, but that's kind of, if I bought it at $10.50, $11 a share, that's what I would be doing right now. And we have DWAC, which is just ridiculous. This thing has been crazy recently. It's up 12% today, and if I zoom in a bit, you guys can see this thing is clearly breaking out. It's above both moving averages. We're at a 2-week high at this point. and maybe not a 2-week high, but we're at a multi-day high, let's put it that way. And it seems like it's breaking out of the 73, 74 resistance, and it wants to fill the gap to 90 to 95. That's the next main resistance coming up here, which you guys can see that is the high point from the middle towards the end of January, just literally 10 days ago, roughly 10, 12 days ago. So DWAC at this point, DWAC, although it's probably not going to be a good investment long term. I mean, it might be. I don't know. It's too speculative, too early days to know. I'm not going to touch it long term, but as a trade, yes, I might consider it, as it is looking pretty good, technically speaking, for a move maybe up towards, again, 90, 95. And mind you, we're probably going to get some volatility between there, 90, 95, or even here where we are now at 82. So it's going to be rocky, but overall it could get to 90, 95. So watch out for DWAC, DKNG, guys. This thing's been on a tear. This hit $17, and this is DraftKings, by the way, guys. Hit $17.41 back on the 24th, and I was watching it in the 17s. I was actually going to buy more DraftKings, but I didn't, and now it's at $23.40. It's up 6% plus on the day. I'm wishing I actually bought more DraftKings, but I didn't, and it's okay because like SoFi, it might be a bull trap, considering it's still under the main moving average on this 4-hour chart, right by the 180 moving average. It's still on a downtrend. We're not really breaking out fully. We're just seeing a couple days of green, a multi-day run here. You guys can see from 1740, that was on the 24th. It is up 36% since that day, which is nuts considering that was just about 5, 6, 7 days ago. So these are some small caps that are ripping. SoFi, DWAC, DraftKings. We have Google gearing up for earnings like we talked about earlier. Let's see how that's doing. Google's up about 0.8%, and the markets are actually turning green right now. We have the Russell up 0.7. The NASDAQ went from 0.3 in the red at the beginning of this video. Now it's at break even. We have SPY up 0.3%. Dow's up 0.4. VIX is down over 7%. So markets are gearing up for these earnings. Again, we have Google up about 0.8%. We have AMD, which is after hours. They're up 0.3% right now. And this is also right by the 50 moving average. Keep an eye on that resistance. We have Starbucks, which reports today. This is down 0.1%. Like I mentioned in my video from earlier today, I want Starbucks back under 90. That's where I'll be buying more Starbucks, or buying back into Starbucks, because I don't own it anymore. And we also have PayPal. PYPL, this one's doing the best out of the bunch, the big four that are reporting earnings after hours. PayPal's currently up over 1.3%. So it's going to be a rocky ride, guys. I'm pretty excited, as Google, like I've said before many times, is my favorite long-term investment as of now. That's subject to change. It hasn't in a while, but it's subject to change as always, guys. I'm not going to be stuck in my ways ever. I'm not going to be one of those people. But Google, yeah, long-term investment, one of my biggest holdings. I'm going to be watching it heavily for these next, 60, 90 minutes. So what do you guys think? Drop me a comment. Make sure to hit the like button. Let me get that cough out of the way. Make sure to subscribe. And if you guys want to join the Patreon, check it out down below. You get all my buy, sells, call outs, morning update videos, which I did upload a morning video onto YouTube today, guys, so go check it out. And you get a bunch of other stuff on Patreon that's linked down below. Now's the best time to join that, as it is the beginning of the month. Make sure to also get your 5 stocks from Moo. Use my link down below, deposit $100. You could get up to 5 stocks, each of which are valued up to $3,500 each. Get more details in that link down below. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching as always. Keep crushing the markets. Stay safe out there. Peace out, guys.